Okay, in preparation for taking your remote pilot FAA written exam, you'll need to be aware of a few things. At the very start here, I will let you know that these are sort of the statistics for the kinds of questions you may see on the exam. And the percentages. This is something from the FAA. Just say that the way they've set up the test is that it will be random questions from their pool of 1,000 questions, whatever. They don't tell us the questions, but these are the kind of things that they're really interested in. You'll notice that airspace and operations are like the top numbers, 15%. Weather is important too. Operations are just talking about operating around airports, so there's certain emphasis on it. Okay, as we get started though, what you'll need to do is log into the IACRA site. Okay, and the URL, well, just Google FAA IACRA. If you don't see something like this, then you're on the wrong page, but it'll pop right up. So you're a new user, so you have to set up an account first. That's the first thing you need to do. So new user, and work through the whole process of. Just remember, you'll need this password often, username and password often. So as we go through after we finish the course, for you to go over to the facility and take the actual written test, you'll need to have their registration number to log in for the test. As you get into the ICRA site, looks like this. You are a um, applicant. You Unless you already have a pilot license. Now there's possibility that some of you might have a pilot license, and then you select the correct um, thing. But in fact, if you've got a pilot license, you already have an IACRA account, so you don't need to do this. We just be able to, well, find out what your password is. You need your FTN number. So applicant, fill out all the information if you're not a pilot yet. Um, User profile, name. Um, you do not have so you can't put an airman certificate number as you see in the top there. You go right down to the personal information, fill the page, go to the bottom, verify, et cetera, until you finish through the form. Okay, so now so this is what you need to do before you can take the exam. You have to have an FTN number or FTN number from the IACRA site. Then also, we need to have an account with faa.psiexams.com. Those are the ones that manage the scheduling for the written test. And so when you get ready, which sometimes they fill up. There may be only 3 or 4 seats per session. Like there'll be a morning session, an afternoon session in many of these places. There's one up in there's one, a couple of them in Atlanta, I believe. There's one over here in Peachtree City. There's one down in Macon. So whatever one's closer to you, you go to the FAA, PSA, well, the PSA exams.com, get a login information to that. And then when you're ready to take the test, you go back to that, give them your FTN number, and you can schedule the test. Scheduling the test involves making a commitment for a date. Okay. Now, if I believe it's 24 hours before, you can cancel, but you just cancel that particular date, but then you don't get your money back. You can't get your money back, but you have an opportunity to reschedule within a year of the time that you scheduled. So just be aware of that. $175, I believe. So definitely want to schedule an exam as soon as possible after the completion of this course. If you wait 6 months, man, that's going to be tough. I mean, like the next week, try to get it done because a lot of stuff we're done here, or we'll be doing here, is tends to lose that information unless you're an exceptional person. Some tips, and you can read it. I mean, I'm not going to read the slide. You can read it, pause it, read it if you wish. Just some ideas. And here's what the test consists of: 60 multiple choice questions. Got to give a 70 to pass. You get 2 hours. Just remember to be on time and don't pressurize yourself by having a dentist appointment 15 minutes after the end of your 2 hour period. I mean, and don't end up going there all nervous and worked up. Don't be in a hurry to leave, review your answers, et cetera, et cetera. Oh, there is a way you need to ask the administrator that when you go to the actual facility. I believe there's a way to check as you're going through the questions. Oh man, I think I got the right answer, but I'm not really sure. There's a way to electronically check it and say, so that you can go back to that specific question without having to flip through all the pages. Just make sure you can, don't leave any questions unanswered, obviously.